Hey guys, what's up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning into another video. So in this video, I want to give you some tips and advice on how to build out your resume for somebody that is new to UX design. All right, I got this comment after I posted a video yesterday. I thought it was a great question. So this is for someone that is new to UX design. You've been dabbling, or you're getting into UX design. How to build out your resume? You have no experience. You could be coming from a different discipline: graphic designer, print designer, video editor, whatever, or which is like you're sort of techie, you've been doing some graphics, or you could be coming from a different discipline altogether. Maybe you're coming from an HR background, IT professional, whatever it may be. You could have even been working at McDonald's, all right, as your previous job, Target, you're coming out of school. These tips are for you. All right, so there's two things that you want to take away from this video. Number one is, at the end of all this, after you restructure your stuff, make sure you get a resume writer. I know you're probably laughing like, Mike, you're really created a video to refer me to a resume writer. Listen, I don't know of any, but go to Fiverr. And after I tell you how to structure your resume, someone needs to kind of be a great copywriter and kind of reword things, right? Not shift things around, but reword them. All right. And that's what I mean. Even my resume, I think I posted a video a while back where I told people to just copy my resume. But recently I looked at my resume and it was worded funny. And I'm actually about to, even me, I saw this ad, or this person that this link that I connected with, it was like $125 to reword, a professional senior, resume. And I'm going to do that at some point. All right. When I get around to it. But first thing is get a resume right. All right. We're going to come back to that. The main thing on how to build out your resume. All right, here it is. At the top, so you want to be 100% honest with all your experience. Okay, that's one thing. You don't want to change anything there. Be 100% honest on what you've done. You worked at McDonald's, Target, graphic design. That's there. At the top of your resume, as the latest job, this is what I would do. Put your name, Mike Locke or John Smith, and have the word, instead of have in parentheses, instead of freelance, I would say consultant, UX design consultant. All right. You can say Mike Locke, comma, UX design consultant, or Mike Locke, parentheses, UX design consultant. All right. That's how I would play it out. And then for the years, what I would do is I would go back in time, like when you first started dabbling in the thought of getting into UX. You first went on to YouTube at some point, maybe last year in 2019, October 2019, or 2 years ago, you've been dabbling in UX design. That's the date you want to put. So put October 2018 to present, okay? That's the first part, right? October 2019 to present. And then as the bullet points, this is where the juice comes in. For the bullet points, you want to get really creative. You're going to spend a day or two and you're going to build on this list, all right? And for each of these bullet points, you're going to be very creative. And so in this section, you need to list out all the things that you've done that adds value to you as a UX designer. Okay. You don't want to apologize. You don't want to say, hey, I'm a junior designer. I'm this, that. No, you want to be confident and structure all the valuable things that you've done as you've been learning UX. For example, bullet point 1, if you've gone to a conference and taken a workshop, you can say completed a workshop on lean UX. In this workshop, we designed an app for a tablet, an e-commerce app for a tablet, did some guerrilla marketing, did some user experience, did some paper cutouts, and completed a project of designing a tablet app, something like that. I've actually taken a UX workshop when I was at ADP. That's an example of something that if you've actually done something like that, reword it, do your best at writing it. And then the writer that I referred you, that I'm talking about, is going to reword it perfectly for you. Okay. But these bullet points is what's going to add value to that first portion of being a UX design consultant. Another example is, if you've taken one of my courses, or if you subscribe to my membership at some point, taking it, complete it. You can say this: completed an 8-week course at ML UX Academy. In this program, I've learned the product design process, problem solving, all the videos that I offer that you probably watched, list them out. This is you now having to get creative in writing these bullet points. Even if all you've done is watch YouTube videos, all right? You could say, and you watched a free course on, let's say, Webflow or something, I don't know, a free course on YouTube, like a 6 video lesson on UX design, quote unquote, from some other designer, okay? You can say, completed a 3-week course on UX design. You don't have to get specific, but just say that. And in this course, I've learned about card sorting, problem solving, customer journey, or whatever fancy term you want to throw in that adds value to you being a UX designer. Add that in there. You get my point. So this Mike Locke UX design consultant, you're going to list out all the things that you've been learning. And in my last video, I talked about the number one skill that you need to be working on, which is your visual UI design skills. If you've been doing this over the last 8 months, 9 months, a year, you should have personal projects to show. All right. And what I mean by that is your visual UI design work in conjunction with all these little fancy words and things that you've been learning and studying will add a lot of value to your resume. Trust me, if I read a resume and someone had no experience, they're coming from McDonald's or Target, or they worked as a graphic designer or some IT professional, and they have 6 strong visual design projects, I'm talking 8 to 10 screenshots of these beautiful design apps, and all you have was a John Smith UX design consultant or UX design consultant, and in these bullet points, you've completed workshop, you've completed courses on General Assembly or UX Academy or whatever it may be, and you have all this stuff, and you learned about problem solving and the product design development process and life cycle and sprint, agile sprint, and learning how to work with developers and all this stuff, coupled with this amazing looking portfolio, I'm calling you in. I don't care if you don't have it. That right there is how you build out your resume for somebody that never worked as a UX designer. Trust me, it would work. That right there, coupled with, you got to get fancy with those words. You got to become a good copywriter, or at least, that's something that I want to learn. I want to learn how to do copywriting. I'm not a good copywriter right now. That's, as an entrepreneur, you really need to learn copy. Point is, the step one in learning how to do copywriting, you just write and then let someone edit. You just write, just let it flow. But that's what the resume writer is for. So if you built out these bullet points, 5, 6, 7, that list should be long. Boom, 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 boom. Get creative. Get creative on things that you've done, and spend that money, spend $25, spend $50, spend $75 for a professional expert copywriter to rewrite the words and change it up a little bit. Go to one of those sites, Fiverr, I don't know, Upwork, and look at the reviews on somebody that does that resume writing. They do this all day. You do that, that's how you build out your resume for someone that has not stepped foot in any office as a UX designer. Anyway, hopefully these tips were helpful to you. If you have any comments or anything to add to this, leave them in the comments below. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. Want me to post, have a great topic for a video, leave them in the comments below. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.